Keely Hodgkinson makes history. Unbroken for over 23 years, the 800 metres short track world record is finally hers. Olympic champion, British record holder, and now world record holder. This is just the latest chapter in a story full of defining moments. Here we're going to relive a few, so grab that popcorn, hit the like button and subscribe to the World Athletics YouTube channel for more videos like this. For Keely, it was the 800 metres final at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics that was the race that changed her life. And understandably so, but this woman was making history long before it was making front page news. Multiple national titles, the youngest ever European indoor champion, and the first junior woman in history to break 2 minutes for the indoor 800 metres. Still, in her own words, Keely came to the global stage as an underdog, a young, upcoming athlete just experiencing her first Olympics. The world had no expectations, but her inner circle knew what she was capable of, and soon everyone else would find out.
Keely Hodgkinson of Great Britain.
A silver medal at her first Olympics at just 19 years old. That alone made headlines, but the clock told an even greater story. 1:55.88. After 25 years, Kelly Holmes' record had finally been broken, and Keely Hodgkinson was the new British 800 metres record holder. Judging by the look on her face, not even she anticipated that one. It was an extraordinary performance, and one which she wanted to follow up at the 2022 World Athletics Championships in Eugene, Oregon. By then, the Brit had already added another European title and Commonwealth silver to her name, but she wanted to prove that her ability to shine on the global stage wasn't just an Olympic one-off.
On your mark.
The 5 fastest women in the world this year are all here. All 3 Olympic medalists. The stage is set for a superb 2-lap showdown. They take the bell in the final of the women's 800 metres. It's the last of the middle distance golds. The crowd on the first bender on their feet. It's a standing ovation here for a group of young women who are elevating this event to unprecedented levels of interest. Mora trying to run wide past Keely Hodgkinson, but Hodgkinson holds that outside of the first lane. Mo beginning to pull away. 200 to go. It's the Olympic gold medalists and silver medalists in first and second again. Watch for Raven Rogers trying to come wide, and Natoya Gould coming back into the mix for Jamaica. Mo's drifted towards the outside of the first lane, and Hodgkinson thinks there's a gap, and she's found it. Side by side, shoulder to shoulder, the crowd roaring Mo on. The Olympic champion is just about going to hang on and become the world champion. Hodgkinson less than a step behind. That was so much harder than Tokyo. Hodgkinson so very, very nearly found a way to dethrone a woman who just doesn't know how to lose over 800 metres. The two 20-year-olds had the entire stadium on their feet. What an absolutely brilliant race. Gold and silver again for the American and the Briton Keely Hodgkinson. A second successive silver, but there's no disgrace in that. It was one of the great, great duels over 800 metres.
Yeah, I think I played the race pretty well. I kind of knew it would come down to the last 50 metres. I gave it everything. I'm a bit gutted because I was so close. I definitely, this time I ran for the gold. Unfortunately, I didn't get it, but I'm proud of myself for going out there and giving myself that chance. I believed in myself. That's all I can do and just hope that I come out on top, but she's a great athlete. I can't say she's not, so yeah, we've got many, many years ahead of us. We're both 20, long time to go, so I'm grateful to be on a world podium again. I can't complain too much.
Silver may not have been the colour that she wanted, but the truth is, we are witnessing a golden era of the women's 800 metres. Keely is just one extraordinary athlete in a field packed with talent. Every race is a display of some of the best the sport has ever seen. It makes it competitive, it makes it exciting, and an example of that occurred the following year at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest.
On your marks.
Mary Mora's tactics last season could have been described as slightly haphazard, but they've been refined this season. They're a lot more reproducible. Her win over Keely Hodgkinson at the Lausanne Diamond League was a key example of that. All the three favourites, Athing Mu, Keely Hodgkinson, Mary Mora, at the front of the field at the moment. Athing Mu looking unchallenged to take the lead. I did wonder if you'd have two athletes battling it out here and exhausting each other in the first few stages to get the pole position. 26.5 for Athing Mu. It's fast, but not fast enough. All these women are speedy, and they've slotted in behind the defending champion.
This is a great chance for Hodgkinson. Remember, she was only beaten by 0.08 of a second by Athing Mu last year, but Mora is full of confidence with that 400-metre PB this year. The Kenyan wants to turn bronze last year into gold. This is going to be an epic last lap.
It's very swift through the first 400 metres, 56 dead. But look at all these women, they're right in it. Everybody is keen to get themselves on the podium. Athing Mu seems to be kicking off a 55-second first lap. That is phenomenal. Athing Mu trying to stretch away for Mary Mora. Gemma Reekie has run a very canny race. She's barely stepped off the rail. They're all going to be tired right now. They're all going to be flooded with lactic. Mary Mora has been very, very patient. She bides her time on the outside. Has Athing Mu got another gear here? 1:26.21 through 200 metres, but this is where it counts. Keely Hodgkinson starting to drift towards these first two. Gemma Reekie pumping the arms on the inside. She'll be strong in the last 100 metres. But it's Athing Mu to the outside of lane one, as she did in Eugene last time round. Keely Hodgkinson looking for space on the inside. Mary Mora trying to get round the outside. Mora has gone. She's striding away here. Mary Mora is going to snatch the gold medal away from the last two gold and silver medalists from the two global championships. Phenomenal.
In a race where podium places are determined by tenths of a second, she fell agonisingly short and had to settle for another silver medal.
I think just off raw emotions to begin with, I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. I can't really remember the race, but it was good. I feel like I put myself in the right places. It was quick. It was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. 55 first lap was unlocked in new territory. I don't think I've ever gone through in faster than 56, so that's new. Something to build on if the races are going to be that quick now. I thought I was going to come through on the inside and take it when there was a gap, but the line just came sooner than I thought, and it was always going to be tough. We're all the same athletes trying to get the same position. I can walk away with my head held high because I gave it everything. It just wasn't gold today, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm just happy to be consistently up with the best in the world, and one of these years I'll come out on top.
If those consistent World Championship silvers proved one thing, it's that Keely Hodgkinson belonged at the top. And it was at the 2024 Paris Olympics that her moment finally came. Cheered on by her coaches, family, friends, and just short of 10 million people watching on the telly, Keely Hodgkinson finally claimed her gold medal on one of the sport's biggest stages. Alongside another golden European season and a further improvement to her British record of 1:54.61, 2024 became a year of complete triumph. 2025, however, brought a very different challenge, one that tested Keely more than any competition ever could. A torn hamstring forced her off the track for most of the season, casting doubt over whether she would even make it to the World Championships. Through patience, focus, and her fiery determination, Keely did make it to the Tokyo start line.
Hodgkinson has gone out fast, and Keely Hodgkinson makes a move on the inside, and she's followed by Hunter Bell. It is 2 for Great Britain, 2 for Kenya, and it's a 100-metre dash for the line. Hodgkinson, the Olympic champion, and a big charge coming in from Odera.
Odera's coming. Hodgkinson's beginning to tie up, and the Kenyan's going to do it. What an upset, what a story!
While the race itself wasn't a crowning moment of her career, the bronze medal that she claimed represented far more than just its colour. It symbolised her triumph and resilience over the anxieties, struggles and doubts that her injury had caused.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed. I went out there, gave my best. I think on reflection, if you had told me back in June you were going to run 2 154s, you're going to get a bronze medal, I'd have been like, I'll take it. I worked my absolute arse off to be here, and at some point I didn't think I was going to be. So I think I can take a lot of pride in that, and just shows how strong I am in the team that I have around me. Like I literally work with the best people in the world who have got me here, who've kept me stable, kept me mentally strong. So yeah, I'm grateful for that, and we'll look back and yeah, we'll see what we can do in the future to get that gold.
So 2025 became a year of growth, one that built a stronger, wiser Keely, beyond just her athletic abilities. And as the 2026 season gets underway, it's clear that we are witnessing the very best of Keely Hodgkinson.
Surely this world record is hers, but how fast is Hodgkinson going to go? Keely Hodgkinson comes up to the line, chasing that world record. She betters it by 1 second.
A 23-year-old record set on the very day she was born. Whether that's fate or coincidence, it felt like it was her record to break. So what's next? Will the Ultimate Championship in Budapest this summer provide another crowning moment of Keely's career? If so, could an outdoor world record be on the cards too? I guess we will all just have to wait and see.